This episode is brought to you in the style of an audiobook. Every challenge you face in life stems from a single simple cause. You care too much about what others think of you. This preoccupation with others' opinions is at the heart of your unhappiness. Today, we're exploring the book The Courage to be Disliked, co-written by Japanese philosopher and psychologist Ichiro Kishimi and author Fumitake Koga. They explain that worry is never truly internal. It's always connected to the outside world. So-called internal anxiety does not exist. Whenever we feel concerned, it is always influenced by the presence of others. Kishimi and Koga assert that all of life's problems can be easily solved and that life only seems complicated because we make it so. According to them, the key to happiness is having the courage to be disliked. Freedom lies in the willingness to be disliked. Being liked by others is not a measure of confidence, it is a lack of courage. True happiness requires the courage to be happy, and that includes accepting that some people will dislike you. Once you gain this courage, your relationships transform and feel lighter, freer, and more genuine. In this episode, we'll cover the book's main insights: the psychology of unhappiness, why chasing external approval is futile, and how to live a fulfilling life. Kishimi and Koga's philosophy is rooted in the belief that anyone, regardless of their past, can be happy. The difference between happy and unhappy people lies in their willingness to change. The book draws on the theories of psychologist Alfred Adler. Adler believed that the self is a unified whole. Body, mind, emotions, conscious and unconscious thoughts all work together toward a goal. Every thought, action, and feeling is directed at achieving this goal, whether we're aware of it or not. According to Adler, our goals shape not only our happiness, but also our identity. Kishimi and Koga expand on this by emphasizing that Adler didn't see personality traits as fixed. Instead, he looked at people through the lens of lifestyle. Your habits, thoughts, and emotions form a lifestyle that you chose at some point and continue to choose because you believe it's the best way to achieve your goals. For example, they would argue there's no such thing as a truly antisocial person. Antisocial behavior is simply a chosen strategy to reach a goal. They also highlight how our goals shape our emotions. First, we decide what we want, then our emotions follow to support that goal. Imagine someone wants a job, but feels so anxious about the interview that they avoid it. They may think that if their fear disappeared, they'd have a better chance. Kishimi and Koga would argue that their true goal is avoidance, and fear is the emotion that helps them achieve it. Kishimi and Koga challenge the idea that past trauma dictates our future. They explain that experiences alone don't determine our outcome. We assign meaning to them. No matter what has happened in your life, it doesn't have to dictate how you live now. The present moment is where you choose your life, and happiness is always within your control. So why do some people remain unhappy? Kishimi and Koga argue that unhappiness can be a strategy, a way to achieve certain goals, often in relationships. The goals we set for our connections with others shape our overall happiness. Unhappy people often make seeking approval their main objective. They equate being liked with being good, but this desire for validation is a trap. It forces them to live according to others' expectations, sacrificing freedom and joy. Seeking approval is not only exhausting, it's often impossible. Approval depends on meeting others' expectations, which we cannot fully control. When unattainable, it can lead to giving up or creating self-limiting beliefs, which deepens unhappiness. Unhappy people may also view relationships as competitions, seeing others' success as a threat. This makes healthy relationships difficult, as it breeds resentment and fear, rather than connection and joy. So, what is the alternative? Kishimi and Koga suggest focusing on helping others. True happiness comes from feeling useful and contributing to the well-being of those around you. When your goal is to be of use, you no longer need external validation. Happiness is not about self-sacrifice or approval. It's about genuine contribution, which also benefits you. Happy people celebrate others' success, accept themselves fully, and enjoy the present moment. They understand that their mere existence brings value, and they don't view life as a zero-sum game. They find meaning and joy in both the present and the journey toward their goals. The key lesson of the book is clear. Some people will inevitably dislike you. The only way to live fully and happily is to accept this and have the courage to live life on your own terms. Let go of the need for approval, focus on contribution, and embrace the courage to be disliked.